You watch him right here against Montravius Adams and watch what he does to him. Like, he's throwing that tackle down and he's eating grass seed right there. And Mahomes just does what he does every day. Puts the ball in a perfect spot to Watson to beat that coverage. They're just so much better than the Steelers in every phase of the game. The Chiefs are just a complete team. They hold Pittsburgh to a -3 yards to start the game. A minute and 30 seconds after Pittsburgh started, Kansas City came out and doubled both gunners. They were setting up a return for Nico Remigio. So the ball's punted right here, all right? Waitman punts it. It's not a great punt at all. It's a 40-yard punt. Look at the wall that gets set up by Kansas City. Dave Tobe, the special teams coach, does a great job. He gets Remigio to the wall right here. Now, he's going to take this ball back 25 yards, right to like the 43-yard line, and there's Andy Reid just standing there with the play chart, ready to go. Okay, you want to give me the ball at the 42? I'll punch it in. 8 plays later, 42 yards later, the Chiefs went into Pittsburgh, went up 7-0. Great field position. They got it at the Steelers' 42 after punt return to start. Let's look at 3 plays on this drive. 4th and 1 right here. Let's watch Juwan Taylor and Trey Smith just cave in. Benton and Roberts, right? Look at Trey Smith driving Landon Roberts all the way to the other hash. 4th and 1, they gain 4. Then they get this play right here. Kelce comes across the field in motion. Pittsburgh trying to play man coverage. Peyton Wilson, number 41, is going to run with him. And all he's doing right here is running this rub route for Juju to come through. And there's Juju, and I'm not sure why Mahomes doesn't throw it to him. That's what it's designed to do. He's open, it's a first down. But Mahomes knows it's man coverage, so he just takes off it. And he outruns Benton right here to the sideline for 12 yards. And then 2 plays later, they put Xavier Worthy in the backfield. Now, all he's running is a flat route. 6 Steelers are standing basically at the 3-yard line. So here's the game. Mahomes makes a perfect throw. Perfect. Right on the fingertips of Worthy. It's Worthy versus Fitzpatrick for the opening score of the game. The fastest receiver to ever come through the combine is going to outrun Minka to the pylon. The Chiefs made this look so easy. They knew predictable coverage, plays against the coverage, receiver in the backfield to beat the safety. 7-0, and that's as close as the Steelers would ever get. 3rd and 11 on the second drive, and the Chiefs do everything right here. They chip on T.J. Watt with Kelce. They chip over here on Highsmith with Samaje Perine to give Mahomes protection on 3rd and 11. And he thinks about right here taking the shot. No, doesn't like it. But he sees and can feel this dead spot right here between Wilson and Highsmith. And over here is Samaje Perine being thrown down by Patrick Queen. For some reason, Mahomes just flips it. It's 3rd and 11, and I don't know if he's flipping it to throw it away. I doubt it. But he's flipping it, hoping that Perine gets up and catches it. And it's a first down for 14 yards. Like, you can't even practice that. That's just Mahomes. And that's why he's so difficult to defend. About Travis Kelce for a lot of different things. But maybe we don't pay attention to the little things like this. Picking up a safety blitz right here. Deshaun Elliott coming. Great job recognizing it, staying inside out so Mahomes can just air it out. Justin Watson right here. Big game, right? You watch the release by Watson down at the bottom against Dante Jackson. Runs right by him. Like, he can do that. I mean, that's 49 yards. That's a chunk. Because just a couple plays later, they catch the Steelers in man coverage. And here comes Worthy, and there's Justin Watson. And he runs this little 7-cut. And Mahomes puts it right on him. And just like that, the Chiefs have 2 touchdowns on the board in the first 11 minutes of the game. But when we watch this play, watch Trey Smith here, who had an awesome game. Just watching Travis Kelce this game. Obviously had a great game, catching the ball, touchdown, the whole thing. But here he is just blocking Cam Hayward right here. Just long enough for Mahomes to get rid of the ball. Like, there's evidence throughout this game of his blocking. You watch him come in motion here. Here he comes to pick up the safety blitz to Sean Elliott. This is a big play in the game. Second series, big shot down the field to Justin Watson. Mahomes doesn't get rid of that ball if Kelce doesn't pick up that safety blitz. But it's one play after another. You watch him right here come in motion. All right, what's he do? Here he is, blocking T.J. Watt. All right, not a long time, but he knows his assignment, knows what he's got to do, stays between them. You watch him down here on the goal line right here. All right, Kareem Hunt is going to score. Like here comes Kelce, along with Caliendo, right? He gets the lead block right there in Elliott, and there goes Hunt in for the score. Like they used him in a variety of ways, just one good block after another. You watch him seal on the black backside right here. Peyton Wilson coming. Just sealing the backside, make sure he can't catch P. Ryan here as he rips off this 9-yard run. I mean, you can say what you want about Travis Kelce. Like the guy blocked his butt off all game long, whenever he was asked to do it.
The Pittsburgh Steelers got absolutely destroyed once again. Their offense couldn't do anything, their defense couldn't do anything, and this week it was against the Kansas City Chiefs. They lost the game 29-10, and this is the real reason why they played like trash. So this breakdown, it was done by Brian Baldwinger. Baldy NFL is his handle on X. Go ahead and give him a follow. He's a former NFL player, now turned analysis, doing a great job breaking down film on teams and players and everything like that. And also make sure you subscribe to this channel and turn notifications for everything Pittsburgh Steelers news, updates, highlights, analysis reports, and videos like this. Now, let's get right back into it. So, the real reason why the Pittsburgh Steelers play like trash, well, let's start off with just their defense. This video talking about their defense, because their defense was bad once again. It seems as though they couldn't stop anything. Everyone was just wide open, miscommunication, breakdowns, everything gone wrong for the Steelers. And has gone wrong against 3 teams who are the top Super Bowl contenders. The Eagles, where they gave up 27 points, to the Ravens, where their defense gave up 34 points, and then to the Chiefs just yesterday, in which they gave up 29 points. So against the top teams, the Steelers' defense is struggling. And it looks like the Steelers' defense is just trash and overrated to this point. And the only time they really did good was against the bad teams early on. And at this point in the season, going into the final week of the season, you can't be this bad. When all season long, it looked like you were one of the top defenses. So at this point, it's just really bad luck heading into playoffs here shortly. But anyway, what's the reason why the Steelers defense is bad? Well, you see the defensive line. They were just able to create no rush towards Patrick Mahomes. They had 0 sacks on the day, barely any pressures on him. There was a couple times where he had to go extend out of the pocket and run with his legs, but then there was no contain on the outside. So he was just able to go pick that up easily or just go flip it to whoever he wanted. So there's no contain, there's no pass rush, and then also the running game for the Chiefs. They're able to do whatever they wanted as well. Yes, there are some runs where they stopped, obviously, that's going to happen, but everyone was just wide open, and the runs, just like it was for Derrick Henry the week prior, people just didn't get hands on the running back until it was too late. So, the most important part, though, was the pass defense. The pass defense for the Steelers was awful. Everyone was wide open. Miscommunication. I'll make a video on this tomorrow, but Patrick Queen, you look at Deshaun Elliott, Alex Highsmith, Cameron Hayward, they all called out this defense and saying there's a miscommunication. It was absolutely terrible. And at this point in the season, they don't know what's going wrong. So you look at what's going wrong, everyone's wide open. I can make a video on this just alone, but the defense coordinator is calling plays having the Steelers play 10 yards off of every single player, every single wide receiver, tight end, just allowing everyone to run free and wide open. And when you're playing that far off, it's only going to hurt your team. And it seems like they just don't realize it. But us watching the game, we know what's going on and we know how to fix this defense. But other than just that, there's this miscommunication. Everyone's wide open. There's no kind of tell where someone is supposed to cover, and everyone's just covering the wrong guy. There's 2 people on 1 person. There's 1 person just wide open. How do you look Travis Kelce, the best player on Chiefs? The best player on Chiefs for the last however many years. Their top target from Patrick Mahomes. He's just wide open. No one's going to guard him. No one's going to cover him any play. They're just going to let him be wide open for like 6 plays out of the whole game. It makes no sense. So, miscommunication, miss defensive calls, miss everything. Everything just terrible. And then on top of it, you have Minkah Patrick, who I believe has played one of his worst seasons in the NFL this season. his miscommunication. I believe he's at the forefront of it. I can make a video on alone on just him being miscommunicated. You look at that touchdown in which he allowed to Xavier Worthy. Deshaun Elliott's putting his hands up like, what are you doing? Why aren't you covering him? That's your side of the field. And then the week prior against the Ravens, you look at it, he let Mark Andrews go wide open for a touchdown. So all the miscommunication, I believe it could stem from Minka, but that's just my thoughts. But there's also other players and other people doing wrong things as well. So anyway, the Steelers defense is just awful right now. They can't stop anything. The defense coordinator needs to be fired. Everything has gone wrong. And at this point in the season, who knows if it could be fixed? It's only going to go downhill from here. They're facing the Cincinnati Bengals, who, earlier in the season, they put up however many points, 38 points against the Steelers defense. So it's another test to the Steelers defense this week. Let's see if they're going to be able to handle it. And then in the playoffs, it's only going to get worse because you're facing even the more top offenses in the league. Maybe the Bills, maybe the Ravens if you advance, maybe the Chiefs if you advance again. But you won't advance if your defense keeps playing like this. The Steelers have to rely on their defense to create points for the offense, and it just isn't happening. The Steelers defense is unable to do that at this point in the season. I don't know what the problem is, but they need to figure it out soon. Anyway, one last thing. The Chiefs played really well in this game. From Patrick Mahomes to the running backs to the offensive line, the tackles, being able to allow 0 sacks, and then just not creating turnovers or allowing the Steelers to have any turnovers, anything like that, securing the ball, having players run the right routes, get touchdowns, be wide open. The Chiefs offense just played really well. The Steelers defense and offense played really bad, and that's just the basic things of football. And the Chiefs did it better than the Steelers, and the Steelers lost the game. So that's the real reason why the Steelers lost. Their defense, their offense, just being unable to do anything all game. And the Chiefs just being a better team right now in the season. So that being said, that's the end of this video. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments below on why you believe the Steelers lost this game. I believe it's because their defense, miscommunication, everything like that. Their scheme. But let me know your thoughts. And also, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn notifications for everything Pittsburgh Steelers news, updates, highlights, analysis reports. Everything covering the Pittsburgh Steelers, I cover it. And if you want more videos like this, make sure you subscribe and turn notifications. Also, go ahead and follow, like I said, Baldy NFL on X for more breakdowns. But anyway, that's it from me, and I'll see you guys all later. Until the next video, I'm out. Peace.